So when we look at the various crises that we are experiencing in the world, so depending on what kind of news you read, what kind of aspects you're interested in, many systems both in our human health, but in animal health, in environmental health, and ultimately in planetary health, they all go on at the same time at accelerating rates. This 75-year period, 75 years ago, after World War II, when things slowly started to emerge, and to the crisis situation that we're in now in all these areas, most dramatic with the pandemic we've been experiencing, and the ongoing climate change with impending disaster. We have to realize that they're all interconnected. There's no single crisis that goes on that you cannot link in some ways to all the other ones. And I think this realization is important in mobilizing. So I'll give you one example, the eating habits of people. So 20 years, even 10 years ago, you had a discussion about the benefits of a largely plant-based diet over a regular diet with daily meat consumption. Well, that daily meat consumption translates into being able to buy inexpensive beef. The inexpensive beef is only possible because of subsidies in the raising of these animals, the constant need having more space and more food for these animals in terms of soybeans and corn, which leads to the destruction of the rainforest. In addition, so one of the main driving forces of the Amazonian rainforest destruction has to do with the expansion of cattle ranches in these areas, which again is a consequence of our need for inexpensive meat products. In addition to the production of greenhouse gases by the animals, which is significant. So this gives you a good link between what we eat, the diet that we eat, the impact on the environment in terms of cutting down the rainforest, with the destruction of species in the rainforest, to ultimately to climate change. And virtually all our current disasters can be linked in that way, that dietary habits, industrial agriculture links all these different problems together, just like the altered gut microbiome and the inappropriate activation of the immune system links all the diseases that we're suffering from now, this chronic disease epidemic, links them together. So we're part of a huge network that has been dysregulated, from our personal health, our eating habits, to the impacts on the soil from industrial agriculture, to the impact on environment, species diversity, and ultimately climate. So I think for people to realize that the choice of your diet is not just influenced by your individual cholesterol level, but it's influenced by a sense of responsibility, should be influenced by a sense of responsibility for this one health concept, the health of our planet.